Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to Kanto Cousins. This is another deck profile I'm doing for you guys today. Obviously it's Tubbs, so I don't know if you could tell from the voice. Okay, so today I'm playing around with my Silvally Garb list, so let's just jump straight into that. This is Silvally, so its ability, all your basic Pokemon have free retreat, which is pretty good. If you start like Lele or something, you can just put it straight out of the active, you don't have to worry about attaching energy to retreat it. The attack Turbo Drive, well, they both have 3 colourless, but the Turbo Drive attack we're focusing on at the moment is 120 damage and attach a basic energy card for your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. So the idea around this deck mainly is to just set up as many threats as possible on the board. So you're attacking with Silvally, you're attaching energy at the same time, and we play Max Elixir as well. So you're constantly just spreading your energy out, making as many threats as possible, like I said, and just making it really hard for your opponent to knock out everything on your board and getting you stuck, basically. So that's one of the attackers. The second part of the deck is Necrozma. So its ability, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by colourless Pokemon. Not too great at the moment, because the only colourless Pokemon you'll probably see is other Silvally types. But again, it's pretty cool in there, unless they play like Memory Tools, which changes the type, then it goes around it anyway. But all in all, it's an ability. It's just there, so useful when it comes up. The attack we're primarily focusing on is Prismatic Burst. So again, for 3 colourless, there's a bit of a trend here. You can do 10 damage as a base, so discard all psychic energy from this Pokemon and does 60 more for each one you discard. So, like I said, we're going to try and attach as many psychic as possible and just do a massive attack. Its GX is Black Ray GX, so it does 100 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon GX and EX, and it doesn't apply weakness or resistance. So it's nice to just get 100 across the board. This is the one we're primarily going to use. Silvally does have one, and it does 50 times each of their bench. That's a really good one to have if we're not going to use Necrozma in certain matchups. So against stuff like the new Gardevoir. Against old Gardevoir, you would play this and Espeon. So you do 100 damage to each of their Gardevoirs and then just evolve them into Curlies for a knockout. But now all Gardies play about 3 or 4 max potions, so that doesn't work as well. So you would be focused on Rebel GX more. The third part of the deck is Trash Lance Garbodor. So it does 20 damage for each item card in your opponent's discard pile for 1 psychic, and that's the crucial bit here. It's a 1 energy attack. An attack we've got Turbo Drive and Prismatic Burst all cost 3, so it's nice to have an attacker you can just attach and swing. This is more of a late game card, so decks nowadays are playing a lot more item counts because Garbodor has dropped in favour, purely down to Zoroark GX, which is why we're playing Silvally with it. So you can either do a massive shot with Rebel or with your fighting memory attached. Silvally's now a fighting type, and Turbo Drive does 240 to Zoroark. So you're covering Garbodor's weakness that way. We are playing 1 Garbotoxin Garbodor because shutting off abilities is still really good. When I was talking about these abilities, you're not really too fussed about your basics having free retreat because you're playing 2 stage 1 lines and Necrozma, but you're also playing Guzma and Float Stones. So, you know, it's helpful when it's there. Same with Necrozma's ability, it's helpful when it's there, but you don't usually use it that often, so you're not fussed about your abilities going off. We do play 3 Type Null and 3 Trubbish just to evolve those stage 1 lines into. We're playing 1 Latios. So for a DCE, does 30 damage and 30 to one of their bench, so that's pretty cool. With a Choice Band, you're hitting something like Buzzwole for 120 and 30 Snipe, and that's setting up nice numbers for the 120 Turbo Drive. So think of it like you can do Breakthrough and 30 to the bench with a Choice Band, so Silvally does 150 with Turbo Drive, and that knocks out something like a Lele on the bench, for example. Speaking of Lele, we are playing 2. If you don't know what Lele does by now, when you play it from your hand to your bench, you search deck for a support card. A really, really useful card. It's definitely one of the most played in the last couple of formats, if you're regarding Shaman. But yeah, you want to be having these in your deck just to search out your support cards and keep you going. Energy Drive's a good attack too, so 20 times the amount of energy attached to Lele, and the active Pokemon. So yeah, it's a good attack. You don't want to be using that often because you don't want to be attacking with Lele that often, but when you do attack with Lele, you do tend to take a 2-shot on things. So if you're against something like, for example, Kiawe Hello, the Kiawe is active, you attach a DC and you do 120 instantly. They will take a knockout, but then it's a lot easier to take the knockout and then take the energy off the board. So, yeah, it's definitely an all-rounder card. You can actually use Tapu Cure GX in this deck, because we're playing Psychic Energy, and it's heal all damage from 2 your bench Pokemon. So, again, you have plenty of options for GX attacks here. We are playing, we'll start with the supporters, we're playing 4 Sycamore. I like to play 4 Sycamore in every deck, because it's probably the most broken. Discard your hand, draw 7. Nothing wrong with that at all. We're playing 3N, so shuffle your hand in your deck, each player draw cards, each of the remaining prizes. So you can only play 4 cards in deck, so otherwise I'd play like 7 or 8 Sycamore. But unfortunately you can't do that, so we're going to play a shuffle draw, which is N. It helps early game for us, and late game slows down your opponent. So, pretty standard there. As I said before, we're playing 3 Guzma. So it switches one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active, and if you do switch your active, one of your bench. So it's a double switch for each player. Well, double switch, so each player switches. It gets your heavy stuff out of the active, and it brings stuff on the bench that you want to kill. Pretty good card. We are playing 1 Gladion. So this is mainly in the deck because we're playing 1 of the Garbodor and Garbodor. In a matchup, for example, like Tapu Bulu Vikavolt, you're going to want that in play, and if it's prized, you're going to use Gladion to get it out. So it's just to fish out that one crucial card that you might have prized. If you're very unlucky like me and you have a lot of good stuff prized, Gladion's a really good card to have in your deck. So, and to round them off, we have 1 Bridget. Search deck for 1 basic EX or 3 basic Pokemon to put on your bench. Primarily, we're going to be looking to see, depending on what we're against, we're going to set up more Silvallies or more Garbodors. So if we're against something like a fighting deck, you don't want to be putting many Silvallies out because they'll be taking 1 shot after 1 shot. So you'll be setting up Garbodor. And on the flip side, if you're against Zoroark GXs, you're going to set up lots of Silvallies. So you get to pick and choose what you set up. And rounding out the supporters, we have 1 Skylar. Mainly so we can search out those fighting memories. So making Silvally a fighting type whenever we want to. And searching up the float stones. So giving everything and anything free retreat if we want to put on the Garbodor and Garbodor to shut off their abilities. So it's nice just to have a 1 of there. Other tools we're playing 3 Choice Band. So extra 30 damage to EX or GX Pokemon. You can't get better than that really, unless it was 40 damage, but you know, very good card. Played of it, well, I think it's played in more or less every deck going, so yeah, good card. We have 4 Ultra Ball. That is completely standard for decks. If you're not playing 4 Ultra Ball, you either don't own them or there's something very wrong with your deck list. Discard 2 cards from your hand, search deck for a Pokemon. Any Pokemon, and it's, you know, it's just standard to play 4 of those. We are playing 2 Rescue Stretcher. Again, it's more to revolve around the 1 of Garbodor and the 1 of Necrozma we're playing. So if it gets knocked out, we can then instantly get it back. So it gives you options like wherever your Pokemon are, if they're in the prizes, in the discard, or in the deck, you have Ultra Ball, Stretcher, and Gladion to get them wherever they are. So it gives you a little bit of utility there, if you like. We are playing 3 Max Elixir, as stated before. It's, again, just to get the speed going for the deck. You can't see, but I'm waving my arms wildly when I'm doing that. Okay, so look at the top 6 cards of your deck. Choose a basic energy card and attach to your benched basic Pokemon. So it doesn't get the double colourless that we're playing, but it does attach to your Type Nulls, your Trubbish, and your Necrozmas, and even your Latios and Lele, but less so. So if we think about it, if we're going first, we pass it, we bridge it for Type Nulls, or whatever, we get Type Null on the bench. If we don't attach an energy, next turn we can still Max Elixir and attach a double colourless, then evolve into Silvally, and that's our 3 energy. So it's just to get that, if you don't get that energy attachment turn 1, to speed up the deck so you're not as behind as you would have been. And finally, just rounding out the whole entire deck, we are playing 2 Field Blower. We're not really too fussed about stuff like other Garbodor and Garbodor, because again we're shutting off our own abilities that way. It's more due to the fact of stuff playing Fighting Fury Belt. So it's kind of hard to hit 220-ish HP if they're playing like Bulu with a Fury Belt, for example, without using Necrozma. So just getting rid of them and doing 180. So with the Breakthrough and the Choice Band Turbo Drive. It's just nice to have 2 Field Blower just in case. And it's also cool if you attach a Choice Band to your Garbodor to shut off their abilities. If they then bring it forward, you can Field Blower, and if I just show you, it does say yours or your opponent's, so you can Field Blower your own choice band, and then attach a float stone to retreat your Garbodor. And I've done that many times, so it's pretty cool just to have going. So let's just jump straight into a game. Oh, I better save it first then. The trusty Mega Beedrill coin. Bet you anything's not really trusty now. So yeah, this is the deck I'm planning on playing for Leipzig Regionals, which is in Germany at the end of January. So depending on how I feel, I might upload this early so you guys can have a quick glimpse at it. Okay, we're playing against Grass, Lightning, and Psychic. That doesn't... that speaks like Vikavolt to me. Okay, so we won the coin flip, and that's always really good. Because we're playing an evolution deck, you always want to be getting basics on the bench and energy attachments to them. Okay, starting Lele. Not too bad, because we have the Bridget in hand, so we've only got to worry about next turn. Oh, we're getting a mulligan. That is good. Yeah, so like I thought it is, Vikavolt. Playing candies, stuff like that. Yeah, this looks pretty standard so far. I would love a card. Okay, that's pretty cool. So he's starting Lele. He's happy about it as well. Let's give him a happy face. So let's bridge it here. We want to be getting at least one type now, at least one Trubbish. What else do I want to get on board? So we can't rebel for a knockout there. It might be worth getting in a Crozma so we can take the knockout straight away. If we max Elixir, we need to hit it really. No, didn't think so. In that case, we want to be putting the energy on there, and we can just pass. So I passed there because we don't want to use the Ultra Ball right now, because next turn we can Ultra Ball for a Lele, for a Sycamore, to then keep ourselves going. It's nice to just think about holding stuff back sometimes. So it's all about thinking what you can do, what you're trying to do this turn. If you've accomplished it, what could you do to get yourself ready for next turn? So I was thinking about getting myself ready for a supporter because I didn't have one in hand. So it's a little tip there for the new guys turning up, or even the veterans. I mean, it's nice to have a refresher now and then. Anyway, back to them. He's Ultra Balled 2 energy for a Lele. He doesn't really mind about that because he plays Energy Recycler, which we saw in his hand. Oh, he's going for Sycamore. I thought he'd be going for a Bridget there. Okay. He Lele'd for a Sycamore and played Skylar for a Nest Ball. Okay. Okay. I had to get myself around that one. So what we could do here is, if we attach the double colourless to type null, we could be very greedy. Ultra Ball the 2 energy away for a Lele, for a Guzma, to kill the Grubbin. Because he's got Sycamore in hand, but he doesn't do a lot after that. We still put the Fighting Mirror. It doesn't really do much here. No, I think we play it safe and go for the Sycamore. Yeah, let's just have a quick look in there. 3 Sycamore. We've got all 3 Silvally, all 3 Garb. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's put the choice band on the Crozma for now. Ideally, we want to get that ability lock going right now. So like I said before, we went for the Sycamore mainly because it's a safer play. There was no guarantee we were going to actually draw anything. Oh, we'll evolve into Silvally. There was no guarantee we were actually going to draw anything off the prize we'd get, and then we'd still be a little bit stuck, giving them the advantage to come back. So it's not a problem at all. I think we benched the other type null here. We have free retreat, thank you to Silvally. We can attach the float stone, but I'm fearing the field blower, so I'm going to leave it for now. And if we just say we're thinking about next turn again, so next turn we have a supporter, so we can draw some cards. We have Silvally to evolve, we have a float stone, and we have an energy if we want to attach. So we are pretty good for next turn. Turbo Drive. The question here is, where do we want to put this energy? So we can either put it on the other type null ready for a DCE, or we can put it on the Cosmo ready for a big power up. I think personally we're going to put it on the type null, mainly because it's another DC attachment and we can turbo drive to the Necrozma with the other Silvally as well. Assuming this one gets knocked out. That was me thinking in the worst case scenario here. You don't want to be doing things and then the worst case scenario comes up and you're not prepared for it and you just lose all of the traction you've gained during your starting turns. Okay, so he's hoping for a Candy Vocavore here. There's a Goblin. Did he get it? He didn't get it. Okay, so there is our DCE. That was a very good top deck from us. I think for now I'm going to attach the energy here because we can attach the double colourless anytime to Silvally. If we attach the Necrozma and then turbo drive to it, it's only one energy away from a big knockout next turn. So I don't want to end him. He didn't really do a lot. So I'm just going to leave it like that. We'll just turbo drive for the knockout. And pop that on there. So now, like I said before, we're spreading our energy across. We are creating multiple threats. So we've got a Silvally that's already attacking, a Silvally that's just one energy away from attacking, and then a Necrozma that's one energy away from attacking. So effectively we've got 3 attackers right now. And he hasn't even got his energy acceleration on board. So I would say we are well in front here. If we can just top off with ability lock, we would probably be set to win the game actually. Again, it's just reminding you how you can keep on top of the game, even if the worst case scenario comes up, you're always prepared for what happens. It's taking a long time to decide. It's your timer that's going down, not mine. That's alright then. Okay. Unfortunately, it's hard to commentate on this when nothing's happening. So the worst case scenario in this instance would be he gets Vikavolt out and knocks out our Silvally, which we can then return with a Necrozma knockout, which he would then have to get another Bulu and energy and a way to retreat his next active Pokemon to kill it. And then we can attach DC to Silvally and possibly go for the Rebel for the last 2 prizes if he does knock out Necrozma. Or, what is the rest of this? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 items in this. We're doing 80 damage with Garbodor at the moment. The other option here would be to attach the Necrozma and Black Ray. Okay, he just scooped. So we could have Black Rayed his Lele and Bulu, putting them both in range for Turbo Drive. But he just gave us the win there. So I'm going to do another game for you because he didn't really do a lot there. Yay, coupons. Yay, points. Okay, let's go again. You might think that Silvally and Garbodor don't really go together because you don't want to be shutting off the Silvally's ability and stuff like that, but just trying out crazy ideas sometimes works. It's basically what I do on a daily basis, just look through the entirety of the standard format and... Oh, hello. Just look through the entirety of the standard format and then just go from there. We started Lele again. What is it with this? Come on. I play a lot of other basic Pokemon. Oh, he did as well. Oh my lord. Ah, Lele's everywhere. Maybe we should all just play Quad Lele. Everybody play Quad Lele. And then no one will be shocked to start it. Okay. I forgot to look what he's playing, so... we will see when the bridge comes out. He's probably just having a good old look for his deck. Oh, okay, Silvally Steel, okay. This will be a bit of a shock to him then. He plays Max Elixir and fails it. Ultra Ball, probably discarding energy here if he has it. So he discarded a Sycamore and a Choice Band off that, so that speaks to me that he's got some sort of draw support in hand as well. Like another Sycamore, probably. Unless he's gambling with the Oranguru. I'm not quite sure what he's digging for here. Okay. Oh, that was a lot better. So we can Ultra Ball here. We'll discard both the energies. So we want the energy into the discard pile ready for Turbo Drive. Let's see, we'll take the value. We'll just check the bridges in here. Yes, it is. So we're both more or less going to have the same starting turns, except I'm getting energy on board and he's not. Yes. So thinking about your starting turns, with this deck in particular, you want to get your basics out on the bench. That's essentially why Bridget's in there. Probably could go with a big account, but I like it at 1. So Silvally Metals, you want to be attacking with Silvallies and then Garbs. Do I want Necrozma here? No, I think I'm happy with that. So, first turn complete. We've got the energy on the bench. We've got our basics out. Looking at our hand next turn, we've got DC, Choice Band, Sycamore, which is absolutely perfect. So we're happy to just pass here. Let's see how he can respond. He would need to get, in the worst case scenario, he would need to get Max Elixir off first, attach a Fighting Memory, attach a DCE, Silvally, and Guzma R-type null with an energy. Even if that happens, okay, that's not going to happen. Even if that did happen, we had DC on the other type null, attach a Choice Band to whatever, Sycamore, and then you can still hope for an Elixir Silvally, so we are still not in a bad place. Okay, he ends us. We get 3 extra cards, but I was happy with my hand. Okay. All depends if we can hit this Max Elixir. We did hit it, so that is fine. So we can attach that there, attach the other energy. Ultra Ball away. We want to keep the Guzma and Necrozma, because we want to Guzma the other type now that he's attaching energy to, and attach Necrozma. So, what do we want to attach Necrozma? We have got 2 Rescue Stretcher in the deck. Yeah, so I'm going to Ultra Ball the Ultra Ball and Necrozma to get a Silvally out. Go for the pretty full out one. Pop that on there. We're going to hold the Float Stone just in case he has a Field Blower as well. So we'll Guzma him up. Now he's an energy attachment behind, so we will Turbo Drive. We're going to attach the other type now ready for a return KO should he get one. What we could have done is just retreated our Lele and rebelled the Lele for 2 prizes, but then he could have attached DCE Silvally, and because he had Fighting Memory, he could then Turbo Drive for a knockout on us, and then we would be a bit behind because our hand isn't very good. So yeah, it's best to go with a safe play and make him a little bit behind so we can catch up again. He's playing a lot of items. Maybe he's not aware we're playing Trash or Lunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 100 so far. And yeah, he did get that Silvally out. He did miss the DCE though. But he's using Turbo Arm for 60. What do we get here? We got our own Fighting Memory. This isn't very good, unfortunately. We can't take the KO with Turbo Drive. We do play Fighting Memory, so it might be worth getting the Rebel knockout here. Yeah, I think that's what we have to do, unfortunately. Okay, so Guzma's still pretty good. We still need to hope to hit DC and Silvally next turn, because he's going to knock us out here. That end was a lot worse than we thought. Just goes to show that having more cards in hand doesn't necessarily mean a better hand. Okay, I'm happy to put the Trubbish forward here because we got Floatstone. What do we draw? That's not good. He gives basics free retreat, so our best hope is to Guzma into this and hope he doesn't have DCE. I'm not going to bench anything because his Rebel is still active, so you can only hit 150 with that right now. Let's pass and see what happens. Let's try and get ourselves in the best possible... Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, he's going to Guzma. No, that's not good. I think we lose here. How many items are in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. Still not good. Yeah. Okay, so we can actually DC Energy Drive here. It's another option of attacking with Lele. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we want 100, so we do want the extra damage from Choice Band here. The best thing is he can't Rebel for a knockout, and he can't Turbo Drive for a knockout, so we will get 2 prizes next turn, assuming he doesn't retreat and attach to another one. Like that. Okay, just Ace Roller instead then, sure. So he's going to have to Turbo Drive, so he's discarding that so he can attach. Oh dear, that's not good. Bye-bye DCA. Come on, let's top deck a Sycamore. Let's do some good things. Come on. That's not good. And I'll play the Latios, why not? And then we just have to pass. So he takes a knockout, it goes down to 1 prize. So we put this rubbish forward. We can still DC 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 130 with Choice Band. We need to hit another. We need to hit like all 3 elixirs. Okay, so Ultra Ball, both of those. We can get this. I don't know what you're sad for, mate. There's no third Lele in the list. Yep, I'm sad too. Let's put him there. And then, if he has Guzma's game, if we don't draw support next time, it's game anyway. Oh no, he can Blade. He can Blade GX for knockout. Oh, it's not a knockout, you take a prize. Brilliant. I don't mind losing to that, that's funny. Blade is just take a prize. So good. Okay, I think I should have one more to just round off for you guys. Let me know what you think down below. Do you think I've created something good? Do you think I'm a little bit crazy? Let me know. I'm always a little bit crazy anyway, so I wouldn't be offended if you said I was crazy. I mean, the first video was Gorgeist, and now you're watching this, so... I do have records behind me, don't worry. You're not watching just some noob play. Choosing you guys first. So we're going to go second again. Let's see how well we deal with that. Please don't start Lele again. Okay, just don't give me any basic then. That was a good hand. I enjoyed that hand. If we had a basic, we could have Ultra Balled, Psychic and Skylar for a Bridget. Or maybe just Glade in the Skylar and attack the energy. Who knows? Okay. Okay, that's fine. So, I'm going to put Latios in the active. That can just take the hit. We could put Time Melt on the bench, and we can lay leverage it the first turn. That's good. Very good. And again, I forgot to look what we were playing against. I should probably start doing that more. Selecting their starting Pokemon. Okay, Xerneas deck. This should be interesting. Xerneas generally have to fill their bench, so Rebel would be very good here. They also play a lot of Elixirs, so maybe Crash Alliance should be very good as well. Okay. The only problem we do have is we can't hit 130 with a Silvally. So Breakthrough might be the better option to start off with. I wonder if this is the version that plays Type Null. Silvally. He plays Dragonair. Okay. Right. We can definitely kill that. Yeah, sure. Let's just do what we're going to do and see how it goes, because I am not sure how we deal with this. I wonder if we can get the turn 1 Dragon's Wish as well. What a legend. I like this guy. So we'll get one of them out. We'll get another Type Null. I don't see Necrozma being very useful here, so I'm going to go with the other Trubbish as well. And we'll attach one to the Type Null and then just pass. If he is going to Dragon's Wish, we've got another turn of attachments, so we're absolutely fine. He would need Energy, Dragonair, Fairy Garden, or Floatstone, or even Guzma. There's the Energy. There's a Wally. I thought I was stuck in the kitchen. No, just the Geomancy. Okay. I am a little bit happy with the Geomancy. 1, 2, 3, 4 on board, so that is 80 with the break. Fine. Let's pop that on there. Choice Band's going to be rather useless here. I will pop it on the Garb anyway. And then we'll just Sycamore. Then we've got a Turbo Drive. Active and ready to go. Okay, so in that case we're going to go with the Breakthrough. Let's go for an Elixir. Fail. Never mind, we've got a second one. And fail that one as well, brilliant. No problem. So we'll break through and just attach one of the bench ones. That will lower it to 100 and the break to 120. So that's Turbo Drive all over it, isn't it? What we want to do is hit the other two for 30 as well. And then all four are down to 120, ready for a Turbo Drive. Okay. Okay, he's going for the Dragon's Wish here. Fine, we're happy with that. So we'll put the DC onto there. I guess we'll... It doesn't really matter. We choice spend the Lele, I guess. Fire Memory there, and just Sycamore. The tools at the moment aren't the issue, because apart from the Lele, it doesn't play GXs. Wow, that was terrible. Okay, we're just going to set up another breakthrough onto the other one with energy. We're still fine here. He doesn't really seem to be doing a lot. Unless he's got loads of energy and a second one in hand, then we're in trouble. Yeah. If we have to, we can just rebel that one. Oh my days. That's 4 energy in hand already. He's got 3 cards that aren't energy. And he's still got to retreat them, so... Even if he knockouts the Latios, it's not a massive issue. I thought he was holding that. It's not a massive issue. Wow, okay, that's an issue. Oh my days, he is going off. Mad props to this guy though. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 200, 220, 240. 260, 280 he's hitting. He has just used a load of items though. He's used 3. Great. I want to take out that Lele if I can, because that's holding it 8 energy. Or 80 damage, I should say. Come on. Oh, we got in here. Nothing. We got the Latios now. Okay. Let's start off with this. We can Skylar, but that doesn't do a lot for us. I say we... Oh, he used a special charge. Only 3 forces, 80 damage. Still not enough, unfortunately. He hasn't got any tools out. What is going on here? Alright, let's put energy on there. We can Skylar for Ultra Ball and then Rebel for the knockout. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 200. So he's going to take the knockout anyway. I think we have to. Put that on there. It's a pity we can't search the deck because I'd like to know what's in the prizes. Ultra Ball. And there's a Silvally, and that's fine. So there's still 2 Psychic in there. So thinking about next turn, we can stretch her for the Silvally once he kills it. We can attach an energy there. Field Blow is useless, and I would say Gladian's useless here because we've got an N for next turn. Pop that on there. How many max elixir have we used? We used 2, so that's fine. Unfortunately, we have to Rebel to take 1 prize. That is not good at all. He's got 2 cards in hand though, and he can only attach 1 energy per turn now. So after we continue to take knockouts here, we should be able to slow him down a little bit. Yeah. I didn't expect any more than that, to be honest. Okay. Let's put Lele forward, because at the moment it's still got free retreat once we put the Silvally up. What I want to do here is I want to stretch it back the Silvally. That's one of the things I want to do. And put it on there. The other thing I want to do is knock out that Dragonair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only has 200. Go on there, knock out, knock out. Okay. Puts him down to 1. Unfortunately, you do have to discard the energy because I'm scared of leaving myself without a supporter. We can Lele for Guzma. Nearly pressed done there, that would have been silly. Lele for Guzma on the Dragonair and take that out with Garbodor. So we do need to start taking prize and take his energy off the board. Trash. And we're down to 4. So at the moment he's only hitting 200, which does not knock out Silvally, but it all depends if he taps an energy or not. Okay, he plays Octillery too. Nest Ball. Dratini? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ultra Ball, that'd probably be for the Octillery. Oh, okay. Maybe he has a Sycamore in hand? He's going to take a... Yeah, he's got a Sycamore in hand. He's going to take a knockout on the Garbodor regardless, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I think we could still... 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I'd need Guzma, DC, Choice Band to kill the Lele with my Lele. I don't think it's going to happen. If I attach that there, go for the N, put him down to 2. We can retreat into Garbodor, pass, and hope he doesn't have a Guzma, because then that gives us another turn to survive. If we knock out, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 200 again. Okay, he's got a letter. That's not good. Depending on where he attaches it. He probably could. I don't know where he attaches that. Okay. Okay. If we can get DCE Guzma, we might have used all our Guzmas. No, I think there's one prized. How annoying. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 200, 220. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, well, we've got free retreat. Let's put that forward for now. And now we get the 5-star course. Not that it mattered. Oh, man, that sucks. I don't want him to kill my Layla with his Layla, though. Ooh, yeah, let's go for it anyway. Oh, sure. Why not? Chuck that on there and second more. Unfortunately, there's not a lot we can do. We didn't even draw DCA. He's got one prize left. He's hitting like 200 damage. So, yeah, well played. Let's just retreat. Energy drive for not enough. So we built a crazy deck and we were beaten by even crazier deck. The word I can only think of is crazy, right? Okay, it's just going to try and go overkill on me now. Cool, well done. Well done. But that's what happens sometimes, you know. You know what you're going to run into. So let's just recap again. So you've seen the deck list before. You've seen it played. So looking at it again, if you think of the three major meta decks at the moment, you've got Buzzroll, Lycanroc, which Buzzroll is weak to the Trash Launch Garb because they play a lot of elixirs and items to try and steamroll their opponent. You've also got Necrozma and Latios to deal with them. Lycanroc's a bit of an issue, but you can rebel them if you're really struggling, and Garbodor blocks the Bloodthirsty Eyes. You've got Zoroark Decidueye, which is really easy because of Silvally with Fighting Memory. You just steamroll their Zoroarks. If they put a Decidueye forward, you just rebel them, and Garbodor shuts them all out as well. Guardy is a little bit harder. It all depends on if they can set up or not. And if you pepper them early with Latios, then 200's fairly hit to rebel, because they do tend to, if they see a Silvally or Lycanroc, just to keep their bench to sort of 3 or 4. And then we've got Bulu. Some people are picking up Bulu again. It's kind of inconsistent, but it does smash you if it sets up properly. Garbotoxin and Trash Launch are going to be your main things here. And then obviously Zoroark, Lycanroc is another one. Again, that's very 50-50. You can knock out their Zoroark easy, but then the Lycanroc kills that Silvally easy. Garbotoxin shuts down their draw and their gust effects, so you know, it all goes down to who draws better, really. And that's Pokemon, I guess. So just let us know what you think of the deck. If you like the video, just give us a like, and just give us a comment down below how you change it, if you would change it. It's more of a meta call than anything, but you'll see me playing it at Leipzig, so I'll do a report on how that went. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and have a great day.